Morning, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us today. Honorable Knowledge Seeker. Today evening, my name is Badum Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP Social and ISRP International Educational and Training Institute. In last years, we already served 35 billion plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve student community research and education. We believe that it is not effective training is one skill that backward information because we provide effective training and consultation to general profession generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, national distribute job seeker, job holder, and also for learner the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product. It's part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinar, seminar courses, our quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like paid on portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and ball knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can update all day. Teach learning game, website, free course, converse sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement our training program, webinar, and offline online courses for you, the learner, by professional training speaker and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global linear professionals to develop a kind of youth and to promote the education of the abilities and pastors. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the state of global profession. We believe that knowledge is level, light, and vision. So we try to answer the needs of today's generation and we serve them with research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concept for the learner we present, more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continuous improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind you to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind you to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next user continuous support. We already completed 2,211 webinars successfully. Moving to the next user continuous. We already completed 2,211 webinars. We stress that you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now easier and time oriented because after the session we will not provide any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you're an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you're a host of IGP, you can download certificate of gratitude. If you're an online life quiz competition winner, you can download certificate of participation. If you're selected for lifetime membership, then you can download certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in any award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download it also. You can easily prepare and download 18 text certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influence in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Summit 2020, 2021, and 2022, Certificate of Participant in Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participant in Webinar Series 2, English as Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participant in Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement Tools, Certificate of Participant in Webinar Series 4, the new trend in education. Certificate of Participant Webinar Series 5, Art Scholarship Leadership and Management Skills, Certificate of Participant Webinar Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participant Webinar Series 7, Research Comprehension Approach, Certificate of Participant Webinar Series 8, Art in Teaching and Spatial Programming the Arts, Certificate of Participant Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Student Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level quizzes verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, and tips for teach education tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our previous film services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promise previously, but lack of technical problem and late sending on time. This is a good opportunity can check your limit for all of different pages on our website. She can consider benefited. Thank you, but not that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. The stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, thank you. Warm greetings from Croatia. Really honored and blessed today to be here on this amazing Institute Global Professional platform again. Professor Nada Ratkovic is coming from Croatia. Working at the Faculty of Economics, Business, Tourism, Split, also working like a professor in a high vocational school. Coming from Croatia, a beautiful country, and today I have a very specific topic. But first, before I start to talk, I want to say that happy World Cultural Diversity Day. So today is a very special day. And my topic today will be contributed to the human rights. What are the human rights and how can we be a human right leader? We know that the World Human Rights Day is every year on 19 August. So it is not only that day to celebrate the human rights, we need to act every day. So each of us, if we want to contribute to the society, and to give our efforts to the society and to change this world, we really need to act. I'm coming from Croatia, and Croatia is really a country of the opportunities. Me, Professor Nada Ratkovic, is working on the national level, European level, and on the global level. This is one segment of my work which is really important. So, talking about the human rights is really necessary. And today, really proud to have this topic, human rights leadership. Who is a leader? So if somebody asks you the question, are you a leader? Yes, we are all leaders and we need to act like the leaders and we are working like the leaders. So in our field of education, if you are coming from the business management, forever what you are doing today from engineering sector, if you are doing a great job, you need to be a leader. So, on this way, having these characteristics, you are a coach, you are a trainer, you are a counselor, you are empowering all around yourself. So, you need to be a motivation and inspiration. So, making the campaigns. I want to say today, after this session, we have a big session and we are from the United Humanitarian Organizations. We are also organizing a big event and celebrating this, as I said, World Culture Diversity Day. So we are coming from different cultures. We have different religions. We have different race, colors, but we are all equal and we need to respect each other. So we are talking about peace, peace, development, stability. So if we want to have economic growth, we need to do a great work. And of course, you see, I put here a word reward. We need to be rewarded for our work. So, what choices do you make today? So, how do you start your day today? Did you identify your goals? Did you start with your work? Did you move forward? Yes, you need to move forward every day because positive things, positive thoughts. You cannot think today is a bad day. Today is a beautiful day. So if something is holding you back, what is holding you back? So always connect to your superpower. You can do that. You have your superpower and you can climb the mountain. There is no problem. There is nothing that you cannot solve. So you need to make and you need to give your own, you need to create, innovate your road to your self mastery. So, not only your self mastery, every day you need to encourage your students, your colleagues, your family, your relatives. So, always, if we want to make the changes, changes are starting from us. This is the meaning of be a great leader. This is a meaning to do your work on the way how you need. So you always need to be an inspiration. And yes, you need to find your inspiration from nature, from the other different sources. So thinking on your health, thinking on your well-being, and thinking on all around you. That is the meaning of being humanic. You need to be very humanic and work on the and being and doing, encouraging all the on the one humanity way. So how can we find these superpowers? I say it is coming from you. It is coming from you, and you have your choice. You have your choice, and you need to have the courage, humility. There are a lot of different options, but you need to choose the options. You need to recognize the options, and options are always recognizing by your intuition. So, what is your intuition? Are you curiosity about the things what are happening around you? We see the big changes in the world. We see what is happening, and especially today after the COVID-19. Also, we are living in an era of globalization. Every day is something new. Every day is changeable. So let us protect ourselves from the stress. This is the most important thing. So if we can protect ourselves from stress, then we can help, we can protect all who are in our environment, especially our students are who today, because we know that there is a lot of bullying, there is a lot of suicides, and a lot of here on the social medias we have this cyberbullying. So let us protect first us, be good, and then help our students. So I want to talk about this leadership in the human rights. What is the meaning of leadership? I already say who is a leader. After we will go through all the types of the leader. So today you cannot only be a leader for the human rights. This year, I start my sessions every month with a different type of the leadership. So there is a mix of all types of leaders. So what is leadership? How can we say it is a big integral part of organizational practice? And it is different from the individual. So we are making decisions, we are making actions, and we need to have a strategy. Which strategy? What will we use like our strategy? What is our strongest weapon and strategy to solve the issues, to do the things, and how to communicate, and how to avoid all the risks. So human rights needs to be practices, and we are giving these things to you so you can be supported, and you need to support it also. What research shows today, you need to be an effective leader. So pay always attention to your mindset. What today is in your head? What do you do? Have a growth mindset? Do you have a fixed mindset? What about your emotional intelligence? How do you feel a person behind you? So if you don't have this strong emotional intelligence, you cannot be a human right leadership, because you can even not help yourself. Then we need this reward and now knowledge employees. If I'm a leader, if I'm a director, if I'm a manager, if I'm a dean, principal, anyone on the biggest function, I need to acknowledge and give that reward. So this is the way how we are building a culture of transparency and trust. We today don't want to bridge a gap between the employees, between the cultures, between the diversity, between anything. There cannot be we cannot bridge that type of gap. So what is the importance of leadership? So here is an overview of some very crucial factors that we need to know. So this is one type of the optional organizational structure. So how are we coordinating? We always need to have a good strategy, good tactic, good plan to coordinate all our activities, to plan. Planning is half of our work. So technology, economy, social improvement, every day we need to go in this pattern. This is something that needs to be on our journey. Prevent all imbalances. Live up to the social responsibilities. What is your responsibility today? I say already, we need to act. We don't need to talk. So what actions can you do in the environment where you are living? First thing, like example, today you have an amazing lunch and you didn't eat all for your lunch. What will you do that? So we know that we have the social kitchens. Bring the things to the social kitchens. Try to collect the main hygiene things to somebody who don't have. So there are such a lot of little things that you can do, even you or maybe don't see them, but it would help somebody, and then you will be an amazing human leader on this way. So make your goals, plan with your students. You have the students, you have the groups. You can always organize the actions. So build this, and this way we know. And I say technology. Today we are living in an era of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence need to be in everything. So also in this sphere of the human rights leadership, how can AI help in this human rights leadership? Let us think about that. Let us make questions. Let us see. So let us first see which type are we. Are we a democratic leader? So decisions are always based on the types of input. Do we have a strategy? So strategic leadership is based on the strategy and the goals. Then we have this type, laissez-faire. I don't want to be a laissez-faire because why? This is not good. This is not only be good. This was in the French Revolution. So how the French Revolution finished. So think on this and try. We need to be a mix of all this. So be a transformational leadership. Always try to bring new things for the humanity, bring new things for the development of the world. So this different types of leadership needs to be I say need to be a mix. So how to choose this right leadership style? First, you need to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you have your friends, you have today you have a lot of professional orientation institutions which will help you. This We live in this era. We don't need to be ashamed to ask for the help. So first recognize ourselves, then we need to know what are our values, what challenges we have. So what we want to do, what leadership style will we try. So also you can find a counselor, coach, mentor, ask your colleagues, leaders, and others. So try to know yourself. The golden rule of anyone leadership is it being the golden rule. So leading others is a privilege that is earned, not a right. So you have this privilege. You are leading. Like example, you are a head of a department. You are leading your employees. You are leading your students. So this is a earn. You earn that because you work hard. Then leaders who are understanding how to lead others, it is a privilege. It is a privilege that each one needs to understand and to use this like a service. What researchers and practices today say. So you see, we have this new agenda on human rights leadership. Different researchers say different theories, different concepts, different frameworks, different approaches, and leaderships works outside this. So how to practice this human right? We need to practice this human rights and give this to the agenda. Then today the urgency is a new agenda. So how to reflect the leadership, how to suggest this, and which is the profile and what we are doing, and what are today the global challenges? Do we recognize all the global challenges? We have this new model for the global leadership and human rights. Human leadership is the practice of leading oneself and others in the way that we want to empower everyone to reach their full potential. So, how will you reach your full potential? So, you are leading, you choose to lead. So, you want to create a healthy, positive environment. And what it means, you want to create environment. So, helping people, helping society, helping everybody today to grow and to thrive. So a good leader take this responsibility. So let us understand this and let us know always what is affecting our world. In other words, the best leaders lead with this mind. So you need to have this mind. So human first leadership. It is up of all types of leadership. So practicing this, practicing yourself and knowing who are you and who you want to help. So no matter, like you see what I write, who, what, or where, you choose to lead. You choose to lead and you need to help people. You need to help organizations. You need to help everybody. So let us see this, treating people with empathy and respect. Each one needs to be respected. Then listening your members, team members, so listening your employees, listening your students, giving everybody, everyone an opportunity to have a voice. Everybody, our voice need to be here. So this is our right. This is our rights now. For few days in Europe are going down. In European Union are starting the elections. Each of our voices will be heard. So we have this right. Then, how will we bring this and how will we give this feedback? So, you see, the father of human rights was Monsieur Rene Cassin. He is the father. You see, when you see the first look, we always say that our first impression is very important. So, looking at him, he has a very, very kindly face. He has so warm eyes. So this is really a type to be a great, 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 great leader, human leader, and this. So this is the father of the rights, and we always need to have this choice. So will we choose this? Will we choose to be a good human right leader? So among all the works what we are doing, we need to always be a great and work in this field of the human rights. United for Human Rights. This is important. So, making human rights affect everyone today has a right to defend human rights. So, people take action. People take action to defend others' right and to bring them to the others. This is our right. So no domestic violence, no gender equality. So you see how many women today are abused. You see how many students today are bullied. You see today how many people are making the suicide. This is no, the 10 million adults experience this domestic violence. So isn't it sad? Can we stop this? We need to stop this. We need to fight. We need to make the actions. And as I say, not only talking, let us act, let us always give and bring our help. So first, I say we are not educated for this. We are not psychologists. I never know what we don't know what somebody has in his head, but we need to know, and we need to have a strategy. We need to have a strategy. We need to know to ask the questions on a very in a very cute way. So when you see that your student today is sitting with a head and looking down, you already know that something is happening. So the hard situations at home, no money. So we know that the financing is always bringing. If we don't have, if the parents don't have work, if the parents are divorced, so each one of that student has a human right. He has a right to finish his education, and we are there to help them. And if they need clothes, foods, computer, or anything, we can provide them that. So we can bring a smile on each one face. This is our mission. So humanity, compassion, dignity, equality, human rights, and patience. You see, this is important from the human rights, and human rights are rights to all human beings. So, no race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, religion, language, or any other status. So you see, we are involving life and liberty. Life and liberty. We know that we have a war. We have war, still war. And what about the education in that countries? What about the human rights in that countries? Then the right to work, the right to education, and right to many more. So many of these human beings. So this is the main definition. Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings, regardless of race, nationality, religion, sex, or any other status. They are fundamental rights. They are fundamental rights and freedom that every person today is entitled to regardless and to have this human rights. So, and international law, we have this international law, we have the civil and political rights. What are the civil and political rights? Civil and political rights are life, liberty, security of the person, freedom of expression. Then we have this economic, social, and cultural rights. They are rights to education, rights to health care, housing, food, work. So I say today, World Cultural Diversity Day. So this is the cultural life and enjoying the benefits. So who says that Professor Nada cannot go abroad and have the if I cannot solve my health problem in my country, I can go abroad. Who says that I cannot go and educate myself also abroad? Also finish an education, anything. So this is my legal right. This is my right, and I can move anywhere. So if I want a better standard of living. So protection and promotion. Today, governments are giving the responsibilities. They need to respect, they need to protect, they need to fulfill our human right. So this is the meaning of jurisdiction. And standard is, so how to measure this, how to prevent, how to address the human rights violation, equality and non-discrimination. Human rights, we know they are universal, so indivisible, interdependent, and interrelated. How to apply? So they are same for me, same for you, wherever we are living, acting, and doing. So we need to include this based on the race, gender, ethnicity, disability. So inclusive people with the disability, gifted people, poor people. So we are talking about the 17 SDGs, and we know that the first said no poverty, the second say no, so we well-being, good health, education, strong institutions. How is our life under the on the land, under the water? What about the innovations? What about the infrastructure? So what about the decent growth? So here we say equality and non-discrimination. Then accountability and remedials. What is the accountability? We have these tribunals. This is playing a crucial role. So access to the justice, access to the truth, access to addressing to the past things. So how are we are called human right defenders? Are you a human right defender? So human right defenders are always involving activists, journalists, lawyers, communities. So they are playing a vital role. So human rights defenders place it, promote this, protect the human rights. So any faith, there are a lot of risks. So we can say here, uh human rights violations are accountable and provide this to the victims. So they often face the risks that include harassment, intimidation, violence, persecution to the work. Remember this human rights in conflict and crisis, global challenges and emerging issues. So human rights violations, again, human rights, international humanitarian law, protecting all civilians, the global challenges such as climate change, digital rights, migration, COVID-19, pandemic. I say, whole globalization. We are living in an era of the globalization. So we need collaboration. We cannot do nothing like an individual, but collaboration between the governments, civil society, all the international organizations, when they are working together, will bring the human rights for this, and we can face all of these challenges and we can achieve sustainable peace and security. Today, everything is sustainable. So also this international human rights law, we have one international human rights law, and it is the obligations of government to act like this law is saying. So promote and protect the human rights and fundamental freedom of the groups. This is our job. So uh it is coming from 1948, from France, from Paris. You see the General Assembly resolution. We have 217, and pardon, and it is translated on more than 500 languages. So this is international and civil and political right. What the declaration recognizes, it recognizes who defend human rights, and it recognizes that everyone has a right today, has a responsibility for the community, and need to encourage all the human rights defenders. So we can all find this way. We can make human rights a reality for all the people around the globe. So I'm talking about the human rights leadership. I'm talking about a leader who is leading this. And you see, we can find this way, we can find different ways, we can find little this. So history is talking about that, and very important is your participation. We have today the champions of human rights. So still today, 27 million people are living in slavery. So this is more than twice the number during this when we have the peak of the slave trade. Isn't this sad? Isn't this is really very it make you really nervous, stressful, and 90% of people are unable to name more than 3 of 30 rights. So how can you act? How can you have your right if you don't know what are your rights? So you see, 90% of people are unable to name more than 30 rights. How can this be possible? How can this be possible? You need to know your right. So always try to, because if you don't know, you cannot fight. You see, Mahatma Gandhi, Roosevelt, Cesar Chavez, Mandela, they all were big human leaders, and they worked for this. So they were the right, and they were real human right defenders. So I say again, we can all be a defender of the human rights. Freedom, respect, equality, dignity in all our things, in all our laws, in all our policies, in all our practices. So we can play a role encouraging others. We need to encourage others. So speaking with your colleagues, protesting about the sexism and women's everywhere, promoting the reforms to ensure everyone can access the healthcare they need, helping to change the attitudes because people have different attitudes. Raising awareness is important to dismantle the racism. So try to ensure this for the free and try to help people doing this. Human rights advocates. So we have these human rights advocates. They are toward all the things. They're toward people, and they are centered to us people, to afford by the legislation. So let us learn human rights leadership involves individuals, organizations, institutions which are advocating for the protection, promotion, fulfillment of all the human rights. So you see here the definition. You see here the definition which needs to be very proactive. It has the principal actions and it is for all. It is for the each one individual, for each one group, and guiding, inspiring, and mobilizing others. We need to promote dignity, equality, and justice for all. I hope I hope that many today are really acting on this way. So these are the main characteristics. So commitment to universal human rights principles and values. Courage to speak against injustice and defend the rights of vulnerable and marginalized groups. Ethical conduct in all actions, empathy and compassion, visionary thinking and strategic planning. So this is the way. I know I have a lot of friends, my friends, who are really planning, thinking, and doing and acting on this way. And I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of all who have these characteristics, who will collaborate, who will make these coalitions, and who will who will do who will do this. So, roles and responsibility. Human rights leaders have different roles and responsibilities. So, advocacy is one, education and awareness is the second. So, speaking out on the behalf of different types, different individuals who has these rights. So their rights are violated. Then education and awareness. So rising awareness about these issues. We have these issues. We need to promote the understanding of the rights and the responsibilities. Policy and legal reform, capacity building, monitoring and reporting, mobilization and networking. Lobbying, lobbying. So today we need to make lobbying for this legislative and policy changes. So if you want to make changes, so we need to do this lobbying. Then empowering individuals to promote this in the communities. Then we need to document these human rights which are violating. Then mobilization and networking. So we need to have mobilizing support. We need to build coalitions. We need to make networking. So how to amplify our voice and how to increase the impact. Here are the main elements of RIDIA's human rights management model. So this management model is very important. So you see, first is commitment, then due diligence. So what about this due diligence and how to make this grievance mechanism? Communication. Like everywhere and like in everything, communication is very important. commitment, communication, this grievance mechanism. So this theory of Rigia's human rights management model is really applicable. We can implement it in all what we are doing. So people need to what to do. You see here, one running, one walking, one talking, one cleaning. This here are we this here are we we have our choice. We need to think, do we want to change our life? Do we want to change the life to others? Do we want to bring a smile? you know we have a lot of ways to bring a smile, especially we know that we have so many so many so many students who are living in the rural part. We know that we have so many women who are not educated. So we can act on different ways. So it depends about you. It depends about you. What can you do? In which things are you the best, and how will you help somebody, and how will you bring a smile to a child's face, to a face of old people. So many people today old, living alone, so many childs living without a parent. So you see, every you can think, and you can think, but this needs to be your priority. This really needs to be your priority, because what it means to you to have a smile and see and have money and have power and have everything, if you cannot help somebody who is, I can say, here, sitting at you, and is very sad, and it is maybe sick, maybe don't have money for the health services. So bring a smile to everyone. So human rights are a key tool to protect also the climate change. We are witnessing the climate changes, and all the sicknesses are coming from this climate changes. So climate change is a direct cause of this. So we have this fundamental equal rights in also in acting and demanding these human rights to some of the most vulnerable people on the planet. And introduction to climate change and human rights. You see, United Nations bring United Nations human rights, United Nations. So climate change and human rights. So this is a big, strong, positive correlation between climate change and human rights leadership. Digital human rights activities, our rights and our human rights. Let us raise the awareness. Let us pardon. Let us make a movement. Let us build an association. Let educate all about this. Let's share their thoughts. Let us share our thoughts. Let's bring them the information. Give them a voice. Give them a power to speak. Help them. So now we say age, sex, religion, color, for us everybody is the same. So organizations today need effective leaders to ensure all that team members are working together. We need to work together. Maybe your colleague don't like you. He's sitting at you. You are better than him. But we need to have this policy. So work is work. Friendship is friendship. Everybody don't need to be our friend, but we cannot share and affect people with the hate. We need to respect all. We don't need to love each one, but we need to respect all. So this is the meaning of bringing inclusive leadership, embracing and protecting the humility, developing and nurturing empathy, opening the vulnerability, practicing the resilience. So, who are inclusive leaders? Inclusive leaders who are aware of their biases will seek out different perspectives to inform them to decision making, to collaborate more effectively with the others. So, this is important. What is the key to this inclusive leadership? So, human rights leadership is this inclusive leadership is part of the human rights leadership. So we need to have this visible commitment. We are talking about the humility. We have different ideas, we have different talents. So this is great because today we can build together strong things because we are different, we have different talents, and when we merge all our qualities, everything what we have, we can share this, we can have this, and it can be really visible. It can be really visible, and we have this model about this. Ne znam, Laura.
Dajte kao ide naprijed, treba.
Ne znam di je. Ne znam, uzmi neki drugi. Then we have this awareness of bias. Then we have curiosity about others, cultural intelligence, effective collaboration. So we want to empower other. We want to bring other cultures. Then curiosity about the others. How to demonstrate and open the mindset. How to do this. How to show awareness. Then Laura ne zna.
Mora biti negdje ovdje tečka. Evo ga ispod.
Di?
Ovdje je li ovo ispod mobitela parfem?
I apologize. So we have this inclusive leadership traits. Then curiosity, courage, cultural intelligence, then commitment, collaboration. So we are talking about things, encouraging and having this curiosity, and this is very important. If we talk about the traits, what an inclusive leader needs to have, we have 6 signature traits of an inclusive leader. So, first is courage, curiosity, culture, intelligence. Then we have this commitment, collaboration. We are talking about these traits. So, we need to build these traits. We need to bring this commitment. We need to talk about this collaboration. So let us remember this six signature traits which are important to today to be an inclusive leader. Our behavior, our behavior is very important. So if we want to build and if we want to be a great human rights leader, humility, we need to have humility. Why humility? Because humility is encouraging others to share their feedback. Empathy is giving us a hope. So if we have empathy and if we give the people the hope, so we can care and we can always take things about other, then we are creating a sense. So we need to have this personal connection. Humility, like example, is very open and vulnerable about the weaknesses. We know that we have a lot of weak and poor people around us, but we need to encourage them. So we need to show how can we help them. So this inclusive leaders can create cultures and always bring everybody to strive and thrive to get out from this like a winner. Empathy, you see here the leader's empathy in interacting with others will make a leader trustworthy, can show you this. So it is about 33% of things. So this inclusive leadership model. You need to accept this because it is we are talking about ourselves and we are talking about others. If we are talking about ourselves, then we will embrace this type of differences, and then We, like others, we will empower other. If we have a team, we will enable our team, and our team will have this thinking. So if we are embedding this, let us apply, let us put this inclusive leadership model in the way how we are acting. Ethics, honesty, integrity, humanity, values, cultures, moral. These are the magical words. So ethical leadership is always for the human rights. It always demonstrates this, and it always conduct our things, and always are respecting our beliefs, our dignity, our rights, and others. This is the ethical leadership. What are the principles of ethical leadership? So, respect, service, honesty, justice, and community. So, always listen to your things and try to practice and give and bring to your students, scholars, friends, practitioners these five principles: respect, service, honesty, justice, and community. What is the most important skill that you need to have like a good leader? So I will say again: ability in communication, resilience, creativity, humility, flexibility, optimism, and self awareness. You see here. So we have all these challenges, and it's not that I'm so smart, and it's just not that that is just I stay more longer with my problem. So if I decide to make today a humanitarian action, I will do that action. I will do that action. So we start. And there is not, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it now. So if I have problems, because like example, I want to make a action in Africa. I want to collect books for the students, like example. I will do that. I will check all, and I will plan how I will do. So this will be immediately made. I will act at the same second. So I understand the problem. I can break my problem into small steps. I can get it clear. I can do it. I can test it. I can collect data, and I can take a step back. So you need to overcome the challenges, whatever you're doing, especially in this humanitarian work. Because today you need to master your life. You need to master your life in everything, in communication, business mindset, digital skills, wellness, and all. So, how and think on this. If you are a good leader, you will always be successful. You will always have a great team. You will always solve the problems. You will always overcome all the challenges, and your goal will be achieved. So try and practice, try and learn, be a good leader. We say, The Mountain is You. This is an amazing book. I want you all to, if you want to transform yourself, read this book, because the mountain is you. The mountain is you. And if you are not achieving your goals, again, it is coming from you. Don't say nobody isn't cannot help us with this, especially of us. So let us build always these skills, these hard skills, soft skills, develop our self awareness. We need to know how to manage the stress, how to solve all our problems, how to manage the conflict, how to motivate others, how to use the IT, bring the innovation, and other. So these are the main top attributes that every leader today needs to have. So this is in the response of the pandemic. This is the in response of the globalization. So you need to make a balance between your work and life. You need to overcome this crisis. You need to show your agility. You need to begin your looking. So we have this different type of the leaders, but I will say only few words because we are already out of the time. So we have this resilient leader. So if you want to be a human rights leader and how to come from this, so this is a volatile, uncertain, chaotic, and ambitious environment. So this is resilient leader. Then we have a leaders who have a controlled ego. Who are these leaders? Why are you controlling your ego? So a leader who has demonstrated this and he is building his capability. Effective leaders are humble. Effective leaders have a clear vision and they know what they need. So control your ego. You are not the only one or who is doing something. So this is important. Compassion. We need to start this. So we have this welfare, we have this mental health and physical safety. Then inclusion. I already say a lot about this inclusion. So inclusion leaders and always know the value. Responsibility. We have being a responsibility leaders is always you are always able to shape your things, to bring your thing. Trailblazing. Trailblazers are tackling the problems, finding the solutions. So are you a trailblazer? Then authenticity. So leaders who are authentic will promote always honesty, transparency, and openness. Accountability. Accountability leader know to he knows the best how to take that responsibility. Be always an inspiration. Be always full with passion. You know the purpose. Try to be an excellent communicator. Pay attention how you speak. Pay attention on your verbal, on your non-verbal communication. Today, we have such an amazing talent, such an amazing, extraordinary leaders. Yeah, but there are problems in the communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication. So we need to practice that. We are learning whole our life. So practicing our communication skills. So these are the top communication skills. If we practice, we will bring it to the end. So respect, empathy, confidence, active listening. Active listening is very important. Friend lines, responsiveness. So these types of communication, I say, practice verbal, nonverbal, visual, and written. So how you are writing. Do you have a talent for writing? Do you have a talent for making sketches, drawing, uh, showing your brilliant ideas? Or you are better in the verbal and non-verbal communication. Uh, Trust, connections, compassion, education, presentation skills. So writing, I say, all needs to be practiced. Everyday practice. Why? Because mistakes are proof that you are trying. And your perfection is always starting with your mistakes. So accept yourself as a leader, understand your context, negotiate to a leadership practice, become an influential leader, develop as a leader. So, what can help you? So, imagine your future possibilities as a leader. Professor Nada really thinks that if you wish something, that you will achieve that. So this is the way how we are flourishing our workplace culture. We have this 7S blueprints. We have the strategy, we have the structure, we have the skills, the stuff, the style, the amplify, and we have the shared goals. So confidence is built during the process of accomplishment. So You cannot say I want to do it, I can't do it, I want to do it, how do I do it? I'll try to do it, I can do it, I will do it, and yes, I did. So always be leaded with this. You can do everything. You can do everything acting in a high performance, but try to respect. Again, I'm coming as saying human rights. Human rights. Always think about your rights and act for the humanity, and be an amazing and a wholesome humanitarian and social working. Whatever you plan, whatever you do, we see women in leadership. Try to fight for the women. Women are amazing leaders. Women are not afraid of nothing. Women are acting and are involved in all the actions. So, uh, try to do this, but always protect your brain from the stress. And this cycle of stress, you need to know how to handle. Stressful day, you have a stressful day, you are working whole day, you don't sleep whole night, so and you are expecting to have an amazing results. This can be on the short path, but on the long path, you will burn, and then you will try to find the help, because you cannot live on this way. So be and think this, and try to do more actions, more social actions, more humanitarian actions. Why? Because yes, you can. Yes, you can. Always trust yourself. You can do this. So thank you for your attention. Let us learn and grow together. So I'm thankful today to my audience. Thank you for the attention. Thank you for being with me today in this session on the topic human rights leadership. Really thankful, Professor Nada. Next month, Professor Nada is coming very soon. Again, with the new topic. My new topic will be for the next month. Let me see. Woman leadership. So let us see us women like leaders. So we are coming again on the 1st June, and my topic will be the woman leadership. I'm waiting for my host. Where is my host? Any question you can write in the chat if you have the questions. So I will answer. Here
Thank
is
you
my
so much,
host.
ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your
Thank you.
presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our own intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for a question answer session. It is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, I think after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. There's no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am,
Thank you.
for your time.
Thank you.
We have learned a lot from you with new topic.
Thank you.
Let's move to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you to my dear audience. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can. Dear IGP Knowledge, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge, for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.radioigp. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching opening part 1, move to the next with 9 days passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download your certificate if you take the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I'm going to start the procedure again. Visit www.radioigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching opening part 1, move to the next with learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download your certificate if you take the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge, the most engaging part of this webinar, which is online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We change a few process for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.edioigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button and give a link on the session name and join with the logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join and join on a live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 16 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is, effective leadership equal to dash. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 60% people are right here. Second question is, which practice demonstrated effective leadership? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 88% people are right. Our third question is, Froggy's leadership in the civil war was effective because he is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 94% people are right. Our next question is, effective leadership requires effective followership. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Our next question is, clear and effective leadership. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 94% people are right. Our next question is, what is effective leadership? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Our next question is Schiller's model of dash is best way to understand effective leadership. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 61% people are right here. Our eighth question is effective leadership. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 67% people are right here. Second last question of the session is effective leadership. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 83% people are right. Your last and final question of the session is effective relationship. Is it option 1 or option 2? দেখো না Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition at top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group. Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition at top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition at top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly for your skill. Never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to go on the people of things but understand. Before I start, hit the unlike button. I can also thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.